All right, friends, we're back at it for Monday. Aaron here bringing you your daily horoscope for Monday, the 21st of October, 2019. Hopefully, we've been having a good weekend here. Some ups, some downs, some roller coasters, exciting times, some trial times, some tension, some release. Hopefully, some beautiful release, some beautiful ways of dealing with this energy is coming to light, right? So let me show you the chart here, what's going on. We've got the moon in Cancer squaring the sun, all right? It's a different kind of energy. You know, it's more opposing Pluto today than Saturn, okay? Still, we're being asked to change how we deal with our emotions. We're being asked to represent ourselves differently, you know, when dealing with this stuff. Do we shut down, you know, when authority comes our way and asks us to change that we've been slipping? You know, holding each other accountable. You know, when someone's holding you accountable or you're holding somebody else accountable, are they mad at you for keeping these standards? Hey, if we're going to do it this way, we all have to agree that this is how we go about doing this. You know, and now is that person going to be upset? Or, you know, are we afraid to hold others accountable? You know, again, this Mercury communication happening, this deep level of communication happening, this sextile and septile happening here to Pluto, all right? Or the sextile happening to Pluto, septile happening to Saturn here. Okay, and then Venus is going to be right following there. Venus is still being squared. So, you know, or not squared, excuse me, the sextile. You know, these are actually like positive, you know, a bit more positive sides of dealing with all of this stuff, is because there's like, this is the hope. There's like light at the end of this. There's light at the bottom of this well. You know, it's like, we can see there's light. There's a way out, you know, or when when we're at the very rock bottom, yeah, it's, you know, there's this hidden path down here we didn't know about. We're discovering it, or we're creating it, you know, creating it for ourselves. And then further, you know, this square, the moon square the sun. Okay, it's like we got to deal with other people. There's no way about it. We have to deal with, you know, sometimes our crabby neighbor, or sometimes our overly emotional people that are trying to bring us down, or, you know. And the great thing is when the moon is going to move into Leo here, and as you see, we're also follow this red line squaring Uranus here in Taurus, holding on to these old stubborn ways of doing things. Okay, it's just like, no, moving into Leo, we're gonna have this faith and energy to like, hey, yeah, I can be me. I am enough to do these things. I am enough to break the chains. You know, it's like when energy, you know, if it's like a negative action or a negative communication happening, and it's you know, bounces the ball, and then it gets to us, can we take this energy and can we change and transmute this? You know, like we don't have to, you know, take it out on the next person. We can take it and transform it into light, you know. And you see this, it's going to start to trine. We move a couple hours ahead here in the day, and we get this trine, okay, over here to Chiron. Like, yeah, we can do this. Yeah, we have enough. Like, you know, it's just like when we realize, like, oh my God, I've been lonely, but it's like you've been lonely, and you've been lonely, and you've been lonely, and it's like we're all dealing with our own stuff. We're all, you know, we all at different times in our lives turn into this just puddle, you know, emotional puddle. And it's like we're all dealing with this stuff, and sometimes it's just like hitting up your other puddle of a friend and getting into a little cuddle puddle together, you know, and just turn on a scary movie and eat some soup or have some nice cider, and, you know, whatever. But it's just like having the courage, having the, you know, the ability to reach out, to muster up our own strength, our own internal fire, again, our own medicine, and give that to other people, to be of service, to be of use. And to you know, we're not just like willowing away here. We have whatever it takes to be that one that reaches out to your friend and says, hey, you know, I do miss you. You are important to me. You're whatever, you know. So we can really add our light to help you know, again, all dealing with this kind of stuff right now. So this is a really beautiful way. Again, there is tension, but we overcome this tension. That's like the glory of the day, is we overcome whatever tension we're dealing with others, our own battle with our own self, our own battle with our own, depressions or loneliness, or thinking again that we're not enough. If we find ourselves angry, it's usually because, again, we're feeling we're not not executing whatever it is that we can to its fullest, or we're not being allowed by others, by this deadline to do this. Can you make this beautiful dish? Well, yeah, absolutely, no problem. Can you make it in 30 minutes? What? And go. Time's ticking. Don't sit here and talk about it. You're already wasting 28 minutes. Tick tock, tick tock. Ah! And now the pressure's on due to other people. So there is a bit of that tension, but again, we're able to find a new way to maneuver our words and communicate these things. Whatever it is, we have the courage, the strength, the leadership abilities to communicate to other people and to receive insight. And now another beautiful kind of aspect that's going on, again, with like Sun in Libra opposing, and it's just starting. Okay, to oppose, let me come here. This is just starting to oppose Uranus here. All right. And it's like we're going to be getting a lot of new information. And you see here the Sun is creating this septile to Jupiter. Jupiter creating the quintile to Mars. This is that universe, fate has your back. The universe is creating some new information that's coming to light. Okay, dealing with yourself and other people. Okay, that's going to really shake the cage here, rattle things up. And it's up to us to not be too stubborn right now when whatever information comes our way, because that information is, again, being delivered by, this is your angels communicating this information that's coming up starting this week. All right? The universe has got a message for you. This message from other people really expands your knowledge, your awareness of whatever's going on in your life that has to deal with, your own personal faith, has to deal with other people, has to deal with, the higher philosophy and knowledge here. And if we're not too stubborn, we can, we can really receive this with open arms, but this is the kind of stuff, again, that we can be given, if we believe something our entire life, that this is how it is, or this is how it is, and money doesn't grow on trees, son, or whatever, and that's, we've been implanted with this knowledge our whole life, and all of a sudden something comes along to challenge that, something from somebody else, or, if you've had a certain concept built up, you built your walls, these bricks of reality, this has been built up, and then something comes along this weekend, Sunday into Monday into Tuesday, that's going to shake this up, and to be open to receiving this is absolutely important for our own personal growth and for our relationships with other people. So this is good. It's definitely positive. Again, when we see those septiles like that happening between our personal planets and the outer planets, especially with Saturn and Pluto wanting to make things very real, transforming our relationships with others, transforming our communication with others, transforming, our love relationships, our work relationships, our friendships. And really getting down to the core meat of us and being honest about our own value, how others treat us, how we're treating others that we value. Again, raising the bar and all of this stuff. And the universe has our back during all of this process, holding ourselves accountable, holding others accountable, others holding us accountable. And taking it on the chin when it's others holding us accountable for something, so if it's you, if all of a sudden the spotlight gets turned on to you and it's just like, hey, you dropped the ball here and we love you, we appreciate you, you're not going anywhere, you're not, your job's not on the line, or our friendship's not on the line, or our relationship's not on the line, yet we still need you to perform, we still need you to come through with these things. The attitude doesn't go, again, moving from Cancer into Leo, where we could be, want to isolate and drop and hide ourselves. It's, yes, you're right. I can be more. I can be better in these regards, and I can bring my A game to its fullest. So this is really like stepping up, putting our, suspenders on and good face forward and getting out there and making it happen, whatever that is that's going on in your life. So have a happy Monday, start of a week coming out strong, with the moon in Leo. A lot of really forward momentum, positive energy coming after this square, leading up into our new moon that's going to happen on the 26th, so just a week away up to that. So we're getting ready. Happy Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.